ekituufu kiri nti eggwanga lye liraga embeera mbi naye ffenna tutudde tusirise. Ne bannaddiini abamu mutudde musirise mugamba ate maama bwe nnaayogera banampa emmotoka.
Those were the words of the late woman Member of Parliament for Kalangala District, Helen Nachimuli, during prayers held to mark the Kabaka's 71st birthday celebrations. On Monday morning, the reported detention of former Kampala Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago brought into focus concerns about human rights and the response of Uganda's religious leaders. Lukwago's whereabouts remained unknown for several hours on Tuesday until the Chief of Defense Forces announced on social media that he was in military custody. The incident reignited criticism from activists and opposition supporters who argue that the clergy, once regarded as the nation's moral conscience, have become increasingly silent on issues such as abductions, arbitrary arrests and political violence. That perception appears evident as efforts to obtain comment from religious leaders has yielded little response. Of those contacted, only Pastor Martin Ssempa agreed to speak on the matter.
In a country that is on the rule of law, this should not be happening. One, we have proper methods. If someone is accused of a crime, we have by law of the Constitution that there is departments of government which are supposed to investigate a person and charge the person within a given period of time, and then arrest him or take him where he should go in the courts of law. But we do not have in our books, except with the exception of someone if he's a terrorist and has been found with guns. But that has not come out that Omulodi was discovered with what? With guns. And if that is it, then it should be brought out.
Critics attribute the perceived silence to growing ties between religious institutions and the state, arguing that the government patronage and fears of retaliation have weakened the church's willingness to publicly challenge alleged abuses. Pastor Ssempa, however, insists that religious leaders continue to engage those in authority, often through dialogue and private channels, rather than public condemnation.
The people who say that religious leaders are always silent, that we don't talk, first of all, we have been talking consistently, whether it is HIV, whether it is Ebola, whether it is election violence, whether it is post-election violence. But Nange, what haven't we talked about? But these people want us to come and say these politics of we will not engage. No, in fact, even those people, there are so many on Twitter and Facebook, Twitter and TikTok telling us if the Simanyach bishop is quiet, pastor is quiet. No, even me, I will arrest them and put them in my basement. But you are insulting us when we are doing the right thing and you continue abusing us. Please apologize to us, get on your knees and repent.
While faith-based bodies, including the Interreligious Council of Uganda, have previously spoken out against violence and unlawful detention, many Ugandans continue to question whether enough is being done at a time when concerns over human rights and political freedoms remain high. Meanwhile, former Kampala Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago was on Wednesday presented before the Makindye Chief Magistrate's Court and charged with misprision of treason. Joram Paul Sonko, NTV Tonight.